Uh, First off, I'd like to begin the night by acknowledging we are on the unceded and traditional territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh people, so thank you. And I'd also like to kind of start off the night like, wow, Mary Ellen! Thank you so much to all the amazing advocates and all the workers and everybody who came out tonight to pay tribute to Mary Ellen. I see a lot of former Youth of Care in the room, and I know this is a really big night for us because many of us grew up reading the reports of Mary Ellen and being influenced by our work. And yeah, this is crazy. When Adrian came up to me and asked me if I wanted to do this, we were actually in the middle of the Women's March. And so there's like hundreds of people around us, and she's like, "You want to do this speech for Mary Ellen?" I'm just like, "What are you even talking about right now?" And I was like, it was an instantaneous yes. An instantaneous yes. Mary Ellen, your work and your career has had a profound influence on my life professionally, as an advocate, through my time in the university, and the research and the papers that I write, and through my work on the front line in East Vancouver, but also personally, in regards to everything I kind of hold and value, the way I treat those closest to me, what I see you in the back there, and the way that I hope my future to unfold. And by the way, Mel cried, and I knew I was gonna cry, so I didn't even wear eyeliner today, because I knew that was gonna happen. So, on this professional level, Mary Ellen, I want us all to kind of hold on to the significance of what these reports mean in regards to advocacy and the work that the RCY office has done over the last 10 years. They have gave us amazing quality reports and investigation work and amazing research, and they've documented cases about BC's child welfare system that involves some of the province's most vulnerable children and youth. And it's amazing what you guys produce just on an academic level. I mean, like, that's me being a nerd right now, but I know you're one too, so don't look at me that way. And you can just tell that justice was paramount in what you guys were looking for, and you didn't leave any stone unturned. And many of these stories aren't happy stories, and I'm a former youth in care, and it was devastating for me sometimes to learn about tragedy after tragedy. And needless to say, many of this stuff hit home for me really hard, and I know I was not alone in that. But these were the stories that needed to be told. These needed to be told because when we deny what is true, we all lose, and we needed a framework for change. These reports brought truth to the public, they held decision makers accountable, and they inspired so many of the youth that I know and the people I know who are sometimes in seemingly hopeless situations to keep pushing forward. And your reports, oh God, told me to keep on pushing forward. So to me and my peers who grew up reading this stuff, we held it very close to ourselves. Sorry. Woo, hey Mel. Thank you. So I just want to pay tribute to the intelligence and the compassion and the bravery and the amazing work that you guys produce through the reports. And on a personal level, you know, if I could be so bold, Mary Ellen, like, you really have changed the direction of my life and the way that I do advocacy. And I don't often speak to the media about my personal story. Often the experiences of youth in care are tokenized or exploited. And I don't share those for those reasons. But what I will say is that in the reports that you produced, I finally saw my own story represented. And not only did I see the person that I had been, I also saw the person I wanted to become, or the advocate I wanted to become. So I hold on to that. And your reports at the age of 20, just coming out of care, was the beginning point for my consciousness raising. And it was through all these learnings that I was able to seek education. I was able to build a solidarity with other women around me. and to wanting to become a more fulfilled person. So on a personal level, that's what that meant to me. Woo! Thank you. I want to talk about these things called tuition waivers. Shout out to Mary Ellen. So, I remember it was in 2013, and it was the first Youth in Care week, or I think it was the second Youth in Care week, where you announced that you were going on this campaign to go advocate all the post-secondary institutions for former youth in care. And I remember when they announced that you, in partnership with all the other social workers and advocates, made that happen, and crying. And I didn't even think I was going to end up at UBC, but I did. And that just completely changed the way that my life has gone. Do you understand? Now there's now 11 universities, folks, with tuition waiver programs. The first year that they became available, I heard it was 87 youth. It's been a couple years now. I've met tons of people on tuition waivers. And some of them don't know your name or why this even came about or anything like that. But you literally have changed people's lives. And I think you've given one of the greatest gifts to myself and so many members of the youth and care community. One of the greatest gifts they will ever receive in their life. Overall, I don't think some people understand what it has been like growing up into a young woman in the time where it's Mary Ellen, Cindy Blackstock, and Melanie Mark being the top advocates on the block. All right? When you're on the front line, when you're in the university, when you're doing stuff with the youth and care community, and these are the three women who kind of up there. It's been amazing. As an advocate, as a student, as a young woman, it's been absolutely amazing to have you as a part of that influence. It's also been crazy as somebody in the university because there's so much to sift through. Between you and Cindy, it's insane. And you have not just inspired children and youth, but you've been such an amazing role model for women and young girls to go after the life they want. And you and all the other strong women around you have created this space for the next generation of young advocates. So thank you so much. And your legacy is still going to continue on, because I don't think you're done yet. No, I don't think it's over. And these experiences you've given us are wisdoms and teachings that I intend to honor, and I know I'm not alone in that feeling. So on behalf of everybody in this room and beyond, I want to thank you, Mary Ellen, for your amazing dedication, your hard work, and your service. Thank you.